Hi everyone, it's Marco, and in this video I will be telling you about the best stockbrokers for European investors in 2023. So as you know, a big part of my investment strategy is to invest in dividend growth stocks and therefore on the stock market. And that's why it's very important to actually choose the right broker that you will use for investments. Whether, as me, you are a long-term investor or you just want to invest in the stock market, maybe on the short term or on the long term. So for that, I selected some stockbrokers that I use personally for my own investments. I also did an article on my website where I put more stockbrokers that I really like. But here, as it's a video, I really wanted to only select a few of them and just give you the best selection so you can really make a quick choice about what is the best stockbroker at the moment. So I selected 3 of them. They all fulfill the basic criteria that I will tell you about in a moment, but they also all have their own, let's say, specific features that you might like or not like, by the way. So they are very different. That's why I really wanted to review some larger offering that just recommend one stockbroker or like 5 that are all the same. So they are all also very different, and I know already that they won't all be a good fit for everyone. That's why I wanted really to tell you about those 3. So what I will do first is tell you about the base criteria that I used to select those 3, and then we'll go through my selection, and I will tell you what are the specific features of all of those different stockbrokers and also why I chose them for my own portfolio. So let's start. So there are 3 main things that I look at when I select a stockbroker that I will use for my own investment portfolio. The first thing, and that's the most important, is the safety of your funds. So you are going probably to invest quite a lot of money with a stockbroker, and that's why it's really important that your money is safe. So the first thing I do when I consider a new stockbroker is really to check if they are a regulated institution, wherever they are located. So for that, I always check the website, and I don't take whatever I read for granted. I really check on the official government website that it's actually a regulated stockbroker. So they have to pass a lot of different criteria, conditions, and auditing processes to actually be a regulated stockbroker. And I always check for government websites. So let's say a broker says they are registered in Germany. I always check the German website to check that they are a regulated institution. This also means that as a European investor, you are protected by the European guarantee scheme up to 100,000 euros. So even if the broker goes bust, you are protected for sure up to this sum. Some brokers actually offer a larger guarantee. We'll see that in a moment, but that's the basic protection that you get when you are actually selecting a regulated broker. The second thing I always look at are fees. So there are various brokers out there with very different fees, and honestly, they have to live as well. So I don't mind paying some fees. However, there are fees I really want to avoid as an investor, and that's how I also selected those 3. First, I don't want any fees on keeping the account open, on depositing funds, and also on getting my money back. There are many brokers actually still are paying fees on all of those, but I believe that money should move freely at least. Again, I don't mind paying some money to invest, right? But to get money back to my account, I don't see why I should pay a fee. To deposit money on their account as well, I also don't see why I should be paying fees. You don't pay fees when you transfer money from a bank to another in Europe, so I don't see why there are fees on that. So therefore, I already selected brokers here in this video today, where you will have no fees to deposit, to withdraw money, and also to keep the account open. That's about fees. The last thing I always consider, is it easy to use? Brokers tend to be quite complicated to use with very complex interfaces. So in 2023, I want something easy to use and with a nice mobile application so I can always check my portfolio on the go. That's very important as well. Also, I want a broker with a large selection of stocks and not, a very narrow selection. So that's my criteria to choose a broker, and now we actually go into the details of each broker I selected for this video. The first one, I would say that's my historical broker. I have a long experience with this one, is the Giro. So it's a Dutch company. They are regulated in the Netherlands. They have one of the widest selection of stocks and ETFs that I know of. So as I said, I've been an investor there for, I think, more than 6 years now. So I really know the company. I never had any problems with them. They, as I said before, they have no fees for opening an account, for transferring money, for getting money back. They have a few little fees for buying stocks. I think €1 if you buy a stock in Europe. So that's really low if you consider what you will be investing on those platforms. So I'm completely okay with that. They have a quite easy to use web and mobile interface. So the mobile app really improved a lot over the years. It was quite complex still a few years ago, but it really improved. The website also is much easier to use now. The account opening process, I haven't been through yet recently, but it also improved. It was quite difficult in the past, but also it's much easier now to actually open an account on the Giro platform. Again, wide selection of stocks and really easy to use. Where they're a bit lack now, I would say, compared to other platforms, is in terms of features. So it's really a basic broker, but definitely a very solid platform. Again, regulated in the Netherlands as an official broker. So really a platform that I recommend for all stock market investments. So if you're looking for a platform, that is well established, long history, long experience for myself and also investors as well, that's really a good choice. So now the two other platforms I will tell you about are more recent but also have more, features and are easier to use. First one I want to mention is really also a traditional stockbroker. It's called Trading 212. So it is a UK firm, so they're regulated in the UK. But also for European customers outside of the UK, they have also a branch in the European Union where you will become customer if you are not located in the UK. So both are regulated, one's in the UK, the other one in Cyprus. So definitely a broker that is regulated as well, and therefore you are protected by the European guaranteed deposit guarantee up to €100,000. So that's the same as other brokers. So what I really like about them, at first, it's super easy to use. I created an account. It took me less than 5 minutes to have the account ready. They had some nice features as well compared to more traditional brokers. They allow fractional shares, for example, meaning that you can invest percentages of shares on their website. So let's say you want to buy a stock, it costs €100. You can actually buy just €1 of this stock. So it's really cool to diversify. You have to think if you want one full share of a given stock, you can just buy whatever you want by, I think, €1 increment. So that's really nice to have this feature on this platform. You also have some auto invest feature, so you can say what kind of distribution you want in your portfolio, and they will automatically reinvest for you. That's also nice to completely automate your investments on the platform. Mobile app, also super easy to use, so that was really nice as well. They also allow depositing money via debit or credit card, which is really cool to get started. It's only up to €2,000 at the moment, so it's not like a long-term possibility. But if you want to quickly try the platform, that's really cool to be just able to put your credit card in there and you can invest right away. So this is a really nice platform. I will definitely have more of my portfolio over the next year on this because it's just so easy to use. And again, some nice features like fractional shares are really nice to have as well. Definitely a broker I recommend as well. The last one I wanted to mention here is a bit different. So it's not a classical stockbroker. I will tell you why in a moment. It's called Bitpanda, so it's a German company. So that allows you to buy stocks, ETFs, also cryptocurrencies, just actually like the other ones I mentioned in this video. But Bitpanda is different because you don't actually invest directly in the stock market. They actually offer you to invest in financial contracts that replicate the stock market. And that allows very cool stuff, like you can buy instantly without any commission. So whenever you buy basically a stock via Bitpanda, they actually buy it themselves, so they have the stock already. They actually put it on a custody broker, so it's completely safe, also at a regulated broker. They are also regulated by the German authorities as financial service provider, so it's all safe as well. However, you don't hold the stock directly, meaning that you can, for example, buy stocks even when the stock market is closed, at the last price, of course. You can also easily buy fractions of shares, because again, you don't invest directly in stock, you just invest in derivatives. So I think it's very innovative platform. I know not everyone watching this video will like it because it's not directly a traditional stockbroker, but I really like the principle. I really like the innovation behind the platform. So that's something I wanted to mention here as well. Also super easy to use, no fees whatsoever on the platform. It was really easy to open an account, less than 5 minutes again. Just using the mobile app, which is also very convenient to use. Also very nice website that is basically like the mobile app. So a very easy to use platform. So if you want to quickly get into stock investing, short term, long term, that's really a platform that is worth considering. So as a conclusion, what to say about picking a stockbroker for European investors in 2023? So I think those three are really the main, best offers I would say they are out there at the moment. So which one to pick? The Giro, if you are looking for a really traditional stockbroker, not a lot of extra features, but a wide selection of ETFs and stocks. Also a very nice to use interface, both on the mobile app and on the website. Quite easy to open an account, no fees on withdrawing money, opening an account, putting money on the account, just a little fees to actually do some trades, and a very long experience in the field and completely regulated. If you are more want to try new platforms with more features, I really recommend trying as well Trading 212 and also Bitpanda if you are looking for a more innovative way to invest on the stock market. So also a question I have a lot is, should you diversify? Should you actually open 3 accounts or just 1? I would say it depends on your personal preferences, but also on how much money you have. So if you have more than 100,000 euros, definitely you should diversify to really be protected on all those platforms with the guaranteed deposits scheme from the European Union, right? So you will be protected more if you have more accounts. I personally, even if I don't have this amount of money yet, I prefer to have more accounts just to have more control, more options as well. If something, I don't know, if some regulation changed in one country, I know I have all these other options to actually move my money. So I prefer to have more stockbrokers than just 1, but that's my personal preferences. So that was all I want to say about the best European stockbrokers at the moment in 2023. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. So if you want to learn more about all those platforms I mentioned in the video, I just put a link below the video to this list of the best online brokers for European investors. So you will find that just below the video, and from there you can actually access the websites of the different platforms and you can actually learn more. And if you want, of course, open an account on those platforms. If you have any comments or questions about my picks for this video, please just leave them below the video. I would love to talk about it. And that being said, thank you again for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.